Happy Thursday. Rainy Thursday. It's pouring down here. So, on our mats, ball and roller and stick. So, sitting with the legs stretched out in front. So, rubbing those hands down those thighs, down those shins, all the way back up. Rubbing them down the outside of those legs, up the inside, down the outside, and get a stretch as you go down, and then up the inside. Down to those kneecaps, rub on those kneecaps. Rubbing down the outside, just rest with the hands under the calves, down by the Achilles, and push that head. So visualize someone's got hold of your skull and they're pulling it over your feet. So they're lengthening your neck. So this is for the benefit of Roz to stretch out and not compress. This is for the benefit of Emma to lengthen that neck. Benefit of Sandra, benefit of all of you. So lengthening that neck. Push those knees down into the floor. Bring that body up tall. Roll those shoulders up to your ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders up to your ears, round and back. Roll those shoulders, put the hands on the floor behind, lift that chest, push that chin forwards and up. Be careful of your neck. Lifting the top of your head. So you're not compressing back onto your vertebrae, you're lifting up and stretching. And then bring that chin all the way down into that chest. Bring that chin all the way down, pulling the shoulders back, pulling the chest up. Turning the eyes to the right side of the right leg, pulling that left ear from the left shoulder. Pulling those shoulders back, so we're stretching. Releasing those neck muscles. Turn the face to the left. Turn the face to the right. Slowly turning left. Slowly turning right. Back to beside the knee with those eyes and pull that left ear away from that shoulder, lengthening, lift that chest up. And then bring those eyes up to horizontal and turn that head right. Take the chin over that right shoulder, pulling that head right. And then bring those eyes back to the center. Bring those eyes back to the center. And take them over to the left. Pulling that chest up, pulling those shoulders back and pull those eyes down to the left side of that left leg. Lifting that right shoulder away from that, or pulling the shoulder away from the ear. Pulling the chest up, pushing those seat bones down. Lifting that shoulder up. And then turning the eyes left a bit, turning them right. Swinging that chin left a bit, swinging it right. And then keep those, rest those eyes just to the left of that left leg, lifting that chest, pulling those shoulders back. And putting those, stretching through that right side of the neck. And then bring those eyes up to horizontal and take that chin over that left shoulder. Pulling that chin round and bring that head back to the center. Pulling those shoulders back, lifting that chest up. Taking that chin up to the sky, lengthening through the neck, pulling as if someone's got your head there, pulling it up. You're not just dropping your head backwards, you're pulling it up and back. And then breathing in, pull that chin all the way down into the chest. Pulling that chin down, putting those shoulder blades together. And then take the weight on the seat bones and off the hands. Pop those hands on the legs and roll that body forward, again lengthening. So someone's got hold of the skull, they're pulling the skull over your feet. Shoulder height over your feet, lengthening that spine. And then try to pull with your hands, so you pull your tummy down, so you stretch through that lower back. And then try to push those knees down, so you stretch through the glutes and the hamstrings. Try to pull that tummy down, try to pull those knees down. And then lift yourself back up to vertical. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, turning. lifting that chest, turning. And then the other way, right hand on the left knee, left hand behind and turning the other way. Lifting through that chest and all the way back to the front. Bring those arms up in front of you. Lower slowly down to the ground, one vertebra at a time. All the way down, take those arms all the way overhead. Reach those shoulders up to the ears, reach those fingers away from the toes. Let that spine lift away from the floor. Pushing the bum down, pushing the head down, pushing those hands down. So we're engaging those muscles. And then pull the shoulders away from the ears. Release the push of the head and the tailbone. Bring those arms up to the sky. Take those arms all the way out wide to the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, opening that chest. So this is a good one for you with this neck, Emma. Push the head into the floor, bum into the floor, back to the hands into the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release. Bring those hands up. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting by pushing that lower back into the ground. And then bring that roller in. But don't worry too much if you're stiff coming up. We're only just starting. Rest the lower back on the lower ribs on the roller. Take the head in the hands. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lengthen all the way over the roller. Empty the lungs. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathe out and totally empty the lungs. Lift that head back up. As you completely empty the lungs, move the roller up a bit. You will release the muscles. Breathing in. And then breathe out. Breathe in at the bottom. As you empty the lungs, you will relax. And you will let those bones go. And you will stretch through that front. And you will let those bones realign. And let that head come back up. Move the roller up a touch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push the bum down, push that head down. Lift yourself back up. Move the roller up a touch more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rest that head, the back of the head on the roller. Should be there by now. And just rock it side to side gently. Rocking side to side, left, rock it right. So just ever so gently. And then tilt the head slightly to bring the chin to the chest. And then rest the base of the skull against the roller. Put the palms around the jaws. And you're just going to push on those jaws and you're just going to lift the chest up. And that will roll the roller away towards the top of the head and that will traction your neck. So just gently lift that chest. Traction that neck and release. Gently traction and release. Gently traction one more time, so just lifting the chest and release. Just let the head settle there, let gravity pull it down and then take the head in the hands, lift the bum, roll the roller slowly down to the base of those ribs. Slowly back to the base of the neck, top of the ribs. And then all the way down. And then all the way back up. And then lean over on that left side. Just go the left side of those ribs. And just go over a tiny bit. And then come back to the center. And then go over to the right side. So if we get a little roll on the left before we go right, it just is a bit easier. Make sure you do the full length of those ribs. And then keep going over all the way onto that right hand side. And when you get onto the right, put that right arm up straight. So rest that head down on that shoulder. Through those floating ribs, through into that armpit. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up, and then rest with it on that floating rib. Rest with it on that, and rock, sorry, forwards and backwards. Forwards and back through the base of those ribs. And then forwards and backwards through the base of that shoulder blade. Really massage and mobilize. So we're moving muscles, we're moving ribs. And then come down to, so this is important for you, Emma, for that neck. Coming down, because the neck is caused often by the collarbone, the shoulder blade and the collarbone having some stress. Keep moving through that armpit. And then into the top of the arm. And then lift the bum and roll all the way down. Roll all the way back up. Roll all the way down. All the way back up. Slowly go over to the other side. Slowly go back onto your back. And your neck might feel a bit, so the left side of your neck would have got a bit stretched then. So just support it with the other hand. Come all the way up, all the way down in that back. And then take the head in the right hand. And then go slowly over onto that left side. Slowly over onto the left. And slowly all the way over. All the way down, all the way up. And then rest at those bottom floating ribs. And rock forwards and backwards there. And then moving up. And then moving to the base of the shoulder blade. Let that head come loose, let it relax. Come into the base of the armpit. Through the armpit and into the bottom of that arm. And then slowly roll down through that side. Slowly roll back up. And then gently go over onto the back. And then gently come all the way over onto the back. Support the head if you need. Rest that bum down, rest that head down as you slide through the roller along the back. All the way back up. And then stop the roller in that bra strap area. Rest that head on the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out, lengthen those legs out straight. Take those arms all the way overhead. Big breath in, reach and stretch. Take that right wrist in the left hand and just pull it away. Put it over to the left slightly, lengthen that right leg. Release. Take that left wrist in the right hand, put it gently over to the right, pushing that left foot away. And release. Lengthen both hands, both feet. Let those hands and feet slide back in. Take hold of that head. Bring those knees, bend those knees up, bring those feet in. And then roll up, roll it down towards the base of the neck. Roll it all the way back up. Roll it all the way down. Roll it all the way back up. Lengthening. putting the bum on the floor, chest up, and then bring those hands behind the head, lift that head up, move that roller just to move on that soft tissue, and then put the bum on the floor and lift yourself away. Lift yourself up nice and tall. So that's a good bit of rolling. Pop that roller out of the way slightly, bring in a tennis ball. So some physios have been said to use lacrosse balls and golf balls for this, so a lot harder. So we want to be using getting to be a bit firmer and firmer tennis ball. Okay, I'm going to put the ball down on the right side here. I'm going to lay with it just under my bottom ribs. Sorry, just under my bottom of my shoulder blade. Oh, okay, my vocabulary mixed up. Okay, so roll that ball across the base of that shoulder blade. So it's on my right side, rolling in, rolling out. Rolling in, rolling out. So I'm going to go up the outside first today. So I'm going to lift onto my elbow and I'm just going to ooch forwards and back and take this tennis ball up the underneath of my armpit. Now, if you're brave, you can slide on the ball. If it's hard, you can lift the body up and just move the ball with your other hand. So I want you to get that ball mainly in that bra strap area at the base of that shoulder blade. So moving, find those areas of tension and get that ball in those areas of tension. Breathe in. Breathe out. Move that ball. Or move the body over the ball. Keep it in those areas of tension. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Move that ball. Bring that ball up a little bit higher. Moving through that armpit. So when I say armpit, it's going up the back edge of your armpit in that flesh. So just on the back side. If you want to rest your head on the floor and roll it up, that's fine. So I've transferred, my head's now down. Now I've got the ball on the sort of corner of my shoulder. Doing circles there. And then I'm going to crawl across, bring the ball over onto the top of my shoulder. But still moving up and down kind of thing, keeping that ball alive. Oh, it's very rainy out there today. Rocking forwards and back, and then working that ball across to the base of the neck. Right, so where people stick their thumbs in on your shoulders when they massage, that's where we want to aim for. So getting the ball across to the neck, towards the spine, not on the spine. And then moving down between that shoulder blade and the spine. All the way down to the bottom and then across, and then take that ball out. So generally the neck is caused by tension in the muscles at the base of the shoulder blade. Well, that's one of the causes, right? Put that ball in on the left side, because what that does is and that comes about by doing a lot of stuff with the hands. So lifting, carrying, packing, you know, pushing stuff on shelves, cleaning, pushing on the hands. Okay, moving backwards and forwards on the base of this left shoulder. And what happens is that locks up, it keeps that shoulder blade in a slightly rotated position, which aggravates the neck. Okay, bring that ball over to the outside of this shoulder blade. So I'm going to lift my body up a touch, and rest the head on my hands, and then I'm going to crawl my body down over the top of the ball. So when I get in on that, the base of that shoulder blade, there's lots of knots. Lots of knots. So you can move that ball around, find those knots, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Move that ball forwards and back. Get into all those bristly bits. And then work the ball up the outside edge of that shoulder. And then get it to the back edge. And you can rest your head on the floor and start to move that body up so that that ball, the top corner of the shoulder ends up on that ball. And then we can work across the top of the shoulder. All the way across. And then down between the shoulder blades and the spine. Good. And then rest that down. Now bring the ball out, keep the ball. Bring the ball out. We're going to rest it under the right shoulder at the base of where the neck joins the shoulder. So find that fleshy bit of tissue there and really get that ball in deep. Take that arm, that right arm, just to run the right shoulder. Let that right arm rest. We're just going to turn that head to the left. Right, so my arm is kind of out like a scarecrow, but it's not very, it's my elbows down towards my waist and my back of my hands on the floor. Turning that chin to the left. And then move in that muscle. And then bring that head up to vertical. And then turn that chin to the right. And then work that in that muscle. Working in that muscle. And then turn the head up to the sky. And then take that ball out and put it in under the other shoulder in that fleshy bit at the base of the neck. Find its home. Take that arm just a bit away from the body, back of the hand to the floor. Moving that ball in that muscle. Turn the head to the right. Move that ball, move the body over the ball. Put the heads on the floor, staying looking right. And then bring that head up to the sky. And then turn that head left. Moving over the ball. And then bring that head to the sky. And then take that ball out. Rest those shoulders on the floor. Pulling them back, sliding the hands down towards the waist. Bring those palms to waist height. Sorry, the backs. So taking the forearms to at your elbow. Take the forearms away from the body. Upper arm is next to the body. Pull the chin into the chest, and then push the back of the head in the floor and lift the chin away. Pull those ribs down onto the ground. Lower that lower back into the floor. Take that lower back a little bit lifted. Knees are still bent, so the lower body's not affecting what's going on at the top here. Putting those shoulders down, rock that head to the right. Rock that head to the left. Rock that head to the right. Rock that head to the left. Take it to the right. Hold it there, pull that nose down to the ground, pull that shoulder in the floor, pull that arm, the back of the hand down. Take that head all the way up and take it the other way. Backs of the hands in the floor, ribs in place, lower back slightly lifted. Bring that head up to the sky. Release those arms up into the air. Bring that right knee in, bring the left knee in. Let the lower back push down. Let those knees pull apart. Stretch that inner thigh. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. Bring those knees in. Put the left knee up, right leg away. Lengthening that neck. Rock that head to the right. Rock that head to the left. Bring those eyes up. Pulling this left knee up. And then pull that left leg over the body. So hip tension will affect neck. Pull that knee all the way over. Push that left hand away, looking to the left hand. Stretching through that lower back. And then rolling over onto this right hand side. Take that left foot in the left hand. Push that left foot away. Push that left foot away, straight into stretching. Keep the left knee low. Push the glutes forward to stretch through those hip flexors. And then release onto the back. Pull that left knee up again. Turn that left leg, bring the right leg in. So by using the leg, we take the tension away from the neck. When we cradle that leg, we're using shoulders and arms to do it. So when we use the other leg, we release that neck. So pulling the other leg in, pushing the knee away, stretching through that glute. So this is a very quick lower body stretch, just to give a reminder of the importance and connection. We've had longer stretches on a Tuesday. Push that right leg away, pull that left leg in. Pull that left leg over the body. Lift that head, turn those eyes left, pulling the nose to the floor, pushing the shoulders away from the ears, pulling the tummy back into the sky. And then roll back onto the back. Let that left leg go straight. Bring that right leg in. Bring that knee up to you. Bring that right leg over. Put that right hand away. Breathing in, breathing out. Turn those eyes right. Lengthen that left leg. Stretch the body so we're rotating in a stretched way. Roll onto this left side and take this right foot up behind. Push the right foot into the hand and lengthen it away behind you. Stretching. And then let that foot come in. And then let that foot go away. And then let that foot come in and then roll over onto the back. Bring that right knee up. Turn that right leg, bring the left leg in. Push that right leg away. Relax those shoulders. Keep them flat on the floor. Pull the left leg in. Push the right knee away. And then let that left leg go out straight. Let the right leg go out straight. Take those arms all the way up into the above the head. Reach and stretch. Bring that chin into the chest. Push the back of the head in the floor and lift that chin away. Shoulders away from the ears. Bring those arms up. Take those arms out wide. Push them down into the floor. Breathing in. Loosen that jaw. Open and shut. Pushing the back of the head in the floor. Shoulders together. Bring those arms up in the sky. Bring that left leg straight up into the sky. Hold on to the back of it. Pull that leg towards you. Push the other leg away. Keep those shoulders down to the floor. Point the toe. Flex. Point. Flex. Circle one way. Circle the other way. Let go of that leg. Let that leg go down to the floor. When moving the leg, make sure the torso stays in neutral. Draw in the core, so lower back slightly lifted, and bring the right leg into the air. Hold behind the leg, pull it towards your face, keeping it straight. Point the toe. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, relax, pull that leg towards you. And then release the leg, let it go all the way down to the floor. All right, roll yourself over onto your tummy. I'm going to swivel around so I can see that screen. Roll over onto the tummy and we're going to stretch these shoulders. So arms are in the pitchfork position, forehead on the ground. So make sure you're aligned, clench the bum, push the pubic bone in the floor. Now I've got my toes, soles of the toes down and my heels up, and I'm pushing my heels and knees up to the sky. Clench the bum, point the toes and take the feet off the floor. Draw in the tummy. Breathing in. On the out breath, lift that upper body up, pushing those forearms and hands into the ground. Opening that chest, clenching the bum, so we're waking up the back of the body. And then release. Okay, bring that right arm up and elbow in the sky, hand down by that bottom rib. Bring that right knee up towards the waist. Turn the eyes to the right. Let that left arm slide away. Lift the right side of the body up, stretching through this chest and shoulder. Breathing in. On the out breath, push this left arm into the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, push the left arm into the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, release that push. Lift that right side of the body a bit higher. Feel the stretch through this shoulder. Push this left arm into the floor. Pushing into the ground. Release the push. And now lift that right leg up and take it over the body. Stretching through that shoulder. Lengthening that left leg. Trying to bring that right knee high. Feel it in the glutes. Feel it in that chest. And then release that right leg. Come all the way back over. Lower the right arm to the ground. Back in your original pitchfork position. Forehead on the ground. Clench the bum. Lengthen the legs. Lift the knees and feet off the floor. Push those forearms in the ground and lift that upper body up. Breathing in. Pull those shoulders back. Breathing out. Release. The right arm stays on the ground. Left hand comes down towards the bottom ribs. Eyes go left. Lift that left knee up towards the waist, lifting that left side up. Slide this right arm away. Pushing the left side up to create a stretch in the right chest. Breathing in. On the out breath, push this right arm into the floor. Breathing out. Breathing in. Push that right arm into the floor. Breathing out, release the push, lift this left side higher. Now push this right arm into the ground again. Breathing in, breathing out. Push this right arm down. Release, lift higher, and then bring that left leg all the way over, knee in the air, foot on the floor. Breathing in, releasing that right arm, pushing this left side up, bringing that left knee higher. And then release this left side back down, elbow comes back on the floor, back in that pitchfork position. Forehead on the ground, clench the bum, lengthen the legs, push those hands and forearms in the floor, lift that upper body up. Draw in that core, and then release. Push those forearms and hands, lift the legs. So we lift and lower, belly stays off the floor, lower bottom ribs and pubic bone are the only thing attached, and the hands. Breathing in. On the out breath, lift. Hands and forearms stay down. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower, stay on the floor, forehead stays down. Bring those hands and forearms up, lower them down, lift those legs. Hands and forearms up, Lower them down, lift those legs. Keep the legs up, hands and forearms up, lift the whole arm up. Lengthen that head away from the shoulders. Pull those hands and forearms in the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold them at 1. Lift those legs higher. Lift those hands and forearms higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Slide those hands above the butt, around and above the bum. Rest the hand on the bum, link the fingers together. Pull those shoulders up to the sky. Clench the bum, lift those legs. Draw in the core, lift the belly. Pull those shoulders into the sky. Keep the head on the ground. Lift the hands up, keeping the shoulders up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them at 1. Now push the hands as if someone's pulling them from behind you and lift that head off the ground. Lengthen, draw in the tummy, pulse those arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Link your hands together, Emma, and then release down. Maybe they are, maybe the camera angle. Let those hands rest by your sides. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, down and back. Take those hands above the bum again, link those fingers together, pull those shoulders back, open that chest, lift those hands up really high. Breathing in, clench the tummy, lift the core, clench the bum and lift those legs. Push those hands, keep the forehead on the floor. Pulse those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tilt the head to the left. Pulse the hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the head to the center. Lift for 3, 2, 1. Tilt the head to the right. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms, lower the legs. Release those arms, bring them back next to that in that pitchfork position. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Pop those hands next to the lower ribs. Pull those shoulders up to the sky. Clench the bum, lift the legs. Push off those hands, lift the front of the body. Breathing in. Push off, come onto those thighs. Push off, come onto those knees. Push off, come onto those toes, lifting the knees off the floor. Stretch the front of the body. Lengthen the front of the body. Lower the knees, lower onto the thighs, lower onto the ribs, lower all the way back down. Stretch those arms all the way up the floor in front of you. Bring those arms all the way back down to those bottom ribs, shoulders up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Tilt the head to the right. Pull the left shoulder away from the left ear. Keep those shoulders in the sky, keep those elbows up. Tilt the head the other way. Pulling that ear away from that neck. Or that shoulder rather. Bringing that head back to center. Clench the bum, lift the legs. Draw in the core. Push off the hands and forearms, lift the chest up. Push off, come onto the thighs. Push, come onto the knees. Push, come onto those toes. Lengthen the front of the body. Lower the knees. Onto the thighs. Onto the ribs. All the way down onto the floor. Rolling onto that left-hand side. Put those arms perpendicular to the body. Left leg straight, right leg tucks under. Both arms stacked, breathing in on the out breath. Take that right arm down towards the knee on the floor, over the leg, around the back, all the way back on top of the other hand. Go down again, over the leg. Around behind you, so we're mobilizing that shoulder joint. All the way back to the in front. Then go up. Over the head. I like to do this up 1 second. Bring that all the way down because it's where we need to leave the shoulder. All the way up, all the way around, all the way back down and on top. Hold it on top. Bring that arm into the sky, all the way over to the floor behind. Follow it with your eyes. Pushing, bringing those eyes over, keeping that knee on the floor, bring the breastbone up, bring those hands over and together. Bring them all the way over and open. Looking at that hand, bring them all the way closed. Bring them all the way over and open. And then release those legs, let them come up into the sky. Let them come all the way over to the other side. Bring those hands over to close. Right leg straight, left leg tucks under. And we do the other side. Left hand goes down over the leg. Around behind on the floor. All the way over the head, back onto the hand. Down over the leg. All the way around behind on the floor. All the way around and back on the leg. And then it goes all the way up, over the head, around behind the body, all the way down over the leg. Around again, over the head, all the way over the body, back onto that hand, hold there. Bring that left arm up into the sky, all the way over behind you, stretch that right leg, follow that left hand with the eyes. Bring those hands together. Open those hands apart. Bring those hands together. Open them apart. And then release those legs, come onto the back. Bring those arms down by your side, put those legs out straight, swivel those hands under your bum, breathing in. On the out breath, push off those elbows, come onto the head, open that chest. Breathing in, fill those lungs up with air, spread those ribs, breathe out, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lifting that chest, pushing off those elbows, pushing that head in the floor, and then lower that back onto the ground. Bring those knees into the chest, lift the tailbone up, release. Lift the tailbone up, bring the nose to the knees and release. Nose to the knees and release. Take those feet to the floor. Slide those legs out straight, fingers under the bum, shoulders into the floor, breathing in. On the out breath, push off the elbows, lengthen those legs, lift that chest high, breathing in. Breathing out, push those elbows into the floor, lift that chest high, squeeze those shoulder blades together, breathing in. Breathing out. And then release, lower onto the ground. Bring those knees into the body, curving that back. And then pop those feet on the floor, take those arms up to the sky, breathing in. On the out breath, push the back into the floor, roll yourself up. Oh, that's hard. Reaching all the way down towards those feet. Reaching all the way down towards those feet. So lengthening the body, don't collapse. Stretch that lower back. Stretch through those glutes. Push those knees down. Stretch through those hamstrings. Feel how they affect the upper back and the neck. Release that head and neck. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Pop your left hand on your right knee, right hand behind, lift and turn, pull that right shoulder back. Push off that right knee. Turn through that lower back, come back to the front, breathe in. Breathe out, right hand on left knee, left hand behind, pull that left shoulder back, look over that left shoulder. Push off this left knee. And then come back round to the front. Grab your stick. We just do a few sticks, not do many. Roll that shoulder up to the ear, down and back. Bring that stick up. Oh, it feels heavy. Pull that stick into the chest. Push that stick up to the sky. Bring that stick down behind the head. Rest it here. Rest it low on the shoulders. Hands here. Lift that chest. Lift that chest. Pull those knees down. Turn a bit to the left. Turn a bit to the right. Pull the back of the head back. Turn left, lift the chest up. Turn right, feel how you want to collapse. Keep the chest up, so it's the chest that makes the neck hurt. Come to the center. Push that stick over the head. Bring it over in front. Pull it to the chest. So imagine you're trying to break it around your chest, pulling back, pushing forward, pulling back, lifting up. Down behind the head, rest it on those shoulders. Soften the knees a bit and lift that chest high. Loosen that neck, turn it right, turn it left, turn it right, turn it left. Back to the front. Bring the chest higher. Lean back, feel those tummy muscles have to work. Come back up. Lean back. Come back up. Lean back. Turn left, turn right, left, right. Back up to the middle, push the stick in the air. Bring it all the way over the front. Take it over those toes. Push it away, stretch through that back, but lengthen. Let those armpits stretch. Put that stick down on the ground. Let those knees drop down. Lift yourself up high. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind, lift and turn. Lift, it doesn't really matter which way you go, we're going to go both ways. And then the other hand, left hand on right knee, right hand behind, lift and turn. Come back round to the front. Bring those arms all the way up into the sky. Bring those arms all the way round, dust the floor. Bring them all the way up in the sky, push the seat bones down, lift the chest up, breathing in. On the out breath, push those hands high. Release those arms out wide, rest them on the legs. And roll the shoulders. Well done.